Welcome, episode 28, Talking Back Sunday. Congratulations, John. Your Kansas City Chiefs are the AFC Champions.
Thank you. Thank you. Very exciting. 2 years in a row, baby.
That Mahomes, hell of a quarterback and easy on the eyes.
Yes. I don't think many people would argue with you on that.
Yeah.
Was John so pumped?
He was extremely pumped. I do have to say though that the Chiefs have been so good this year that it was almost like a given that they were going to end up in the Super Bowl, which is pretty crazy. But it really has been ridiculous. We've watched almost every game. I think there was like they lost one legitimately, and then there was like a couple, like maybe 2 or 3 where it was a little bit kind of you thought they might lose and then didn't. And then they lost one where they didn't start any of their players because they knew they were going to the postseason. So it's just been like almost every game, you just know they're going to win. So I think that does take a little of the excitement out of it because it's sort of like,
for you.
Of course they're in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. But there's that one game that they lost. Did they take it to court?
Yeah, they asked for a recount.
Now they're getting sued by Dominion for a couple of $1 billion. But man, I saw Mahomes has not lost a game by more than like one score since like 2016 or something.
Yeah, when he was in college playing.
Yeah, unreal.
Pretty insane. It is really fun. That has been like a one thing every weekend during this whole shitty time to look forward to, like to watch the Chiefs play is like, every Sunday you're gonna have something fun to do.
Yeah,
so I do like that.
Man, that's why I can't wait for baseball season. Like I didn't give a shit last year just because I knew, but like this year I'm like really, really excited for it.
Well, it was sad too when it kept getting canceled and postponed, and then they were arguing about how they were going to play it and stuff. Like it just was one of those things like, oh, spring training is just not going to happen. Or they went into spring training for like a week or two, right?
It started. It was probably like 3 weeks of spring training. So I was starting to watch the games. I think they started the end of February and then made it into like mid-March before they stopped. And then it was just like no one had any idea what was going to happen for like 3 months or 4 months or something.
Well, stupid me. I go, well, maybe, baseball will come back. The weather will get warmer. The virus will die down. It's not going to be that bad. It's going to be a couple of weird months. And here we are a year later, still going.
Yeah. It's insane.
Yep.
I was looking at Don Mattingly toys on Amazon last night.
Anything good?
Cool.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff. And I haven't decided what I'm going to buy, but there's a couple of really cool things. That's where I'm at. It's where I am at in life. Where I'm like, you know what I need? I need a Don Mattingly toy.
Mark, you should get the entire like late 80s Yankees team and set up little games. Maybe get another team too to play against them.
That's a good idea. Yeah, thank you, John. That's a good idea, and I'll get on that right when we are done with this.
Yeah,
that could be a whole nother spin-off of our Talking Back Sunday podcast.
I'm just picturing like Mickey coming in to see what you're doing. You're like, get out of here, you'll mess it up.
Nothing. All right? Yeah.
Don't mess with my toys, kid.
These are daddy's
toys. Yeah. You gotta do something to make it through. If you gotta play with some Don Mattingly toys, that's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
No judgment.
That's all right.
Nobody's gonna judge you for that. No. What's been going on?
Is that was that those ones that were you looking at the ones that people just used to get and like set on their shelf basically? They were like starting line.
Yeah, but they have like nice ones now, like in the box.
Oh yeah.
Like the starting lineup type things, but like
even better.
But like Cooperstown edition, like really nice ones.
Did you look on eBay or were you just looking on normal like?
I was looking on Amazon's got some really good stuff. Easy,
Yeah.
Oh man, that's good.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yes. What about
I
you?
actually,
You guys gonna get some toys? I'm sorry,
or
what were you
well,
saying?
I actually have like two from when I was like 10 or 11 of the ones that John was talking about. Like they're in like an action pose, you know, and you like put them on the shelf. I don't remember
Starting
what
lineup?
play. Yeah, like I don't remember what which players they are though, but maybe that would be something to do. I could go digging through the attic to see which ones.
It might be fun to look through, you know?
Yeah.
I recently found some old gladiators that I have from the 80s.
What's that?
Like American Gladiators?
Not Gladiator, Gravitron figures.
Gravitron?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
The ride?
You know the movie with Shia LaBeouf?
Oh,
Holes?
Transformers?
Transformers, thank you. I can't think.
Transformers.
Oh,
Sorry.
you're thinking of Gravit. Oh, what the bad guy's name was like? Sounded like Gravitron, right?
Gravitron.
Gravitron was a fun ride.
It was. Gravitron was a fun ride at Adventureland. Not a Transformer.
Man, I wonder if the Gravitron ride is gonna make it through the pandemic. Like
There was puke. Someone puked every time I went on that damn thing.
It was disgusting. It was
yeah, I mean that's what
horrible
I'm
ride.
saying. Like, will that be something that like we'll just live on through myth and word of
I
mouth?
think so.
Like we'll tell our kids about it, but they'll never never get to experience
I
it.
think it'll survive.
The last time I went on, I was like 14 or 15 years old and went to the fair at Nassau Coliseum and went on and someone ran out of there puking. It almost got all over everyone. I was like, I think I'm done with this. And then we went to the freak show and saw the snake lady. And I was like, whoa, she's got a body of a snake.
Maybe they were puking because they just tried chewing tobacco for the first time, like in the movie The Sandlot.
Could be. That's a great spring movie.
Yeah.
Gets me ready for baseball season.
Once every 10 years, you'll probably go to some type of fair and you'll be with a family and you'll be like, is that the Gravitron? No way.
Yeah.
And depending on how shitty the fair is, it'll just pop up every once in a while.
Dude, that's one of those things where I feel like it was all everyone had the same experience no matter where you were with it. It was always like a teenager or like early 20-something metalhead with long hair, like running thing.
Oh yeah.
And like blasting heavy metal music, and people vomiting. Like that was like a shared experience that everyone in America has had.
Dude, like last year, maybe it was the year before last, I don't know, but we went to the Minnesota State Fair, and it was exactly that. I didn't see anybody puke or anything, but it was exactly that. It was pretty crazy.
Man, Minnesota State Fair. I bet that was kind of cool, huh?
Yeah, it was. We got a fried Snickers and shared it, and they had all this giant farm equipment, which was just crazy to think like like in the remember in the 90s how like most movies were based in the Midwest, and then so like, and they would do something like be a tire salesman. And I always pictured like the tires on cars, but then I saw this thing, and it's like an 8-foot wheel. I couldn't even believe it. I was like, oh, that's what they mean. So, yeah. But the Minnesota State Fair was pretty awesome.
I think that is a uniquely Midwest thing. That the farm equipment was never. Because Long Island would have the fair. It would like ours would always be in the parking lot of the train station.
Yeah.
which felt a little less like quaint than out in a field somewhere like in the Midwest.
Yeah.
But farm equipment was never featured, which makes sense.
Man, those fairs always had a special feeling. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, kind of shitty, like a really
girl
fun.
That you wanted to meet up with, maybe, maybe.
There might be a fight.
It might be a fight type, yeah.
Anything goes.
There's the greasers and the socias.
Right, that type of thing.
Like maybe that's the difference between like a county fair and a state fair.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it was a county fair that I went to. Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I've never thought about this before, and here I am airing this live.
Yeah.
There's the thing, right?
It wasn't until I was starting to get to be a teenager that I would go to those things and look around and be like, 24 hours ago, none of this machinery was here. So like we are just trusting all these people to set these complicated rides up overnight, basically, and then like just hop on them and like expect everything to be fine.
Yeah, and those dudes, there's so
they always look a little rough when you see the people walking around who run the thing.
A little is being nice.
Yeah.
You're being kind.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there's always that feeling of like, oh my God, is something loose? Something is loose. Something's loose.
I think this is missing a bolt.
Yeah, I never thought about it as a kid. I guess that's the way being a kid is. You just hop on it. It's so fun. And then you start getting a little older. It's like, I don't know if this is such a good idea.
Dude, there's one down the block on the boardwalk, right? And a couple of years ago, I took Mickey with our neighbors, and it's one where all the kids get, they're in like a cage type thing, and the thing goes around in a circle. And literally, I didn't go on. I was like, I'm not, this is way too scary. But Mickey went on it, and literally, they got stuck at the top for about 20 minutes. He's upside down at the top. And literally, I'm pacing back and I literally was about to cry. I was about to have a heart attack, man. I'm flipping the F.
By himself? Was he by himself?
No, he was with our neighbor, who was his age.
Also feeling terrible upside down.
They were fine. They were totally fine.
Kids are resilient.
Oh, that's
and
scary.
They were up there for 20 minutes upside down, just stuck. It was the worst.
From here on out, I have a rule: no upside down rides on a place that goes away.
Yeah, that's a good rule. That is a good rule to have.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was the worst.
He didn't even know where the office.
He had no idea that there was an issue.
Mm-hmm.
He just thought it was all part of the ride.
Yeah, that was the longest ride of the fair.
I'm all right. Why? What's wrong?
Do you remember at Adventureland they had the swings, the kind that go up and start spinning and everyone starts going further and further out.
Yeah.
Sure. But at Adventureland it was right along the highway, So when you were going far out, you were kind of like almost like going over the street. But there was always like the urban legend that one of the swings like snapped off and flew out into traffic.
That was not a legend at all.
Do you think that really happened?
That definitely did. That happened a couple of times, like straight up. That happened.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was an urban legend. Oh my God.
No, that happened.
Oh God, that's so scary.
Wait, it happened multiple times, like not just
it happened.
once?
Yeah. And the last time it happened like not that long ago.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm sure it's all fixed now.
It's fine. I went on that. I went on it since. It's fine.
It does seem I guess you'd be in trouble if one of those things snapped off anyway, but maybe don't set it up right above an interstate,
You think, or you think that they'd make sure that just didn't happen.
Yeah. And that's one that's a permanent fixture. I mean, that's been there for like probably 30 or 40 years or more.
Right. When's it been there? When did that place open? Like the 60s?
All my life, I think.
Yeah,
But yeah,
definitely
that was not
before I
America.
was born.
That really happened.
Oh my God, that's where I always thought that was not true, but now I'm gonna have to go look up those horrifying stories after we're done with this.
It's horrible. I looked it up actually, and like not only that, they got like crushed by like a car as soon as they hit the flash. That's actually what.
Well, yeah,
it's horrible. Should we edit this out? But they got hit by a car. That's actually I think what killed them.
That's what happens when you're set up right above a main interstate running through Long Island.
Yep.
It's a horrible idea.
Yeah.
Man. All right. Well, anyway.
Moving on.
I was not expecting it to get so real.
Yeah. Sorry.
You guys do anything cool over the weekend?
No.
No, me neither.
No.
Cool.
Yeah, football was the big highlight this weekend. That's all I had.
I did stay up too late watching UFC fights, so that was fun.
That's something.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Conor McGregor lost to Dustin Poirier. That was fun to see because Poirier seems like a really good guy.
That was a beating, huh? He took a beating.
It was. Those low calf kicks, man, they'll get you.
Was that what it was expected to happen, or was that an upset?
To me, it was a pick 'em because they're both like they seem very evenly matched. Conor was a big favorite, so in the betting world, I guess Las Vegas cleaned up because a lot of people put money on him and stuff. But yeah, it was funny. I was actually talking to our tour manager Andy about it because sports betting is now legal in Michigan where he lives. So he was like, "Hey man, there's a really good like a value bet on Conor McGregor finishing the fight." And I was like, "Man, it's a pick'em fight to me. So I don't know. It's tempting for sure." But he's like, "I didn't make the bet because you told me not to." It's like, cool. I'm glad I saved you $10.
Man, wild.
Yeah. That's a dangerous game. I was thinking about football and betting and stuff, and like, well, that could be kind of fun. And I was like, I don't know, it's probably just a terrible idea. It's like I've been having enough fun just watching football. I don't need to have money stake in this.
Like, do I need another vice?
Yeah.
Bet on people betting. Bet on people betting.
Yeah, you were telling us that last week, right?
Yeah. It's kind of one of those things like it's fun until it isn't. And then when it isn't, it's like really not fun.
It's really not fun.
Yeah, so it's best just to not do it.
Yeah.
It's not like a horrible come down. It is a horrible come down.
Yeah.
You know what? We can talk about how exciting the future is looking.
Yeah.
Things are looking up, man. Things are looking up, and that's exciting. It's just like, yes, like this is great.
Is the vaccine rollout going all right on Long Island?
I mean, I don't know about that.
You just mean it's only gonna get better from here, no matter what.
The vaccine is gonna get better, but I'm talking about
hopefully.
Everything that's happening with like all the horrible things that were flipped, like just the immediate changes, like climate change. We're back on it. Just everything, everything that is good that America should be doing is like we're going now. We're gonna do that. We're gonna be the world leader again in everything that's good, and that's exciting to me. That's really exciting.
Yeah, me too. That is very nice. It's nice to wake up every day and not have the headlines dominated by like horrible, shitty ideas that the president is promoting or putting into law.
Well, also that was promoted at 1:00 in the morning on Twitter while you were sleeping.
Yeah.
It was nuts waking up to that. Like, this is how grown-ups act. Like, I'm a bass player in a band, and I feel like I can't act that way.
Yeah.
You know, like being so irrational and hyper emotional about things and clearly not thought out and just putting these things out into the world as poison. Unbelievable.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
would have had to step in and shut down your Twitter
Yeah.
account a long time ago if you were behaving like our president. Right?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That would
All
have been.
11,000 followers would be so pissed.
There's, yeah.
Leading to insurrection on
I've
Long
never
Island.
thought about it like that.
Yeah,
Man.
man. Yeah,
I
like
love it. I love that he doesn't have that outlet anymore. That must kill him.
yeah, it does. I'm sure.
Just the
Yeah.
inauguration seems so airy and light and like good feeling, and the sun was shining, and you know, it was a really beautiful day. And then things
Yeah.
have been pretty calm and relatively boring since.
Well,
Yeah.
because it's exciting. Like it's not overwhelmingly negative. It's all just like, here's another great thing that we're about to do. Done.
And Biden, you know, like, okay, well, what's the plan for dealing with COVID? Well, here's a 200-page plan, day 2. Like, well, that's cool. I haven't read it yet, but I might. It's there. It's right there on the White House website. We've got a plan now.
Yeah, just that there's any kind of plan is really nice.
Yeah.
There's the, yeah.
Dude, even like Harry Tubman on a $20 bill, like,
Yep, all for it.
I'm all for it too. And you know what? Also, I'm all for just seeing how mad it's gonna make shitty racist people make. You know, it's like, good, quicker, put it on quicker.
Like, bro, you got a problem with Harriet Tubman?
Yo, if that's a problem with you, having Harry Tubman on a $20 bill, then you're a fucking loser. Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, that's pretty harsh, man.
Yeah, it's funny. So I'm excited. I am excited for that, man. Things are looking up.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like over 1 million vaccines have been done here in New York, which
Wow.
is slow.
Yeah,
You know, it's not good, but it can only get better from here. I feel like even if there's been a holdup with getting the vaccines out, New York has built the infrastructure to get it out quickly when we do have enough of the stuff to give
And
out.
Sean's mom is one of them.
Yeah, she's got her second dose
That's good
scheduled, which
news.
I was really happy to hear.
that's
You know,
great.
she wasn't sure how it was going to work out. Then she got an email and they're like, hey, click this link and you can schedule your time when is convenient for you.
Wow.
So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know how more people aren't furious that there was just no fucking plan for that. Like, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
well, also that there wasn't, it was thrown in the garbage. Here's what you do. Here's a pandemic team. Oh, we don't need that. Well, here's a pandemic and we're not going to do anything.
It's crazy. Like, I just think, like, it's just one of those things. It's like, has everybody lost their mind? Like, why aren't we furious about this?
Well, Giuliani finally said that Donald Trump lost the election.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
Well,
so he's
yeah.
coming around.
because he's getting sued for $1.3 billion for being a fucking piece of shit.
I saw that. I saw
And, like,
that.
lying, dude, he like lied his ass off for 4 months straight, and now he's getting sued for $1.3 billion.
Can you imagine wasting the time of all the
That's what it
courts?
took.
Oh, and the My Pillow guy, he lost his Twitter. R.I.P.
Oh no, not that
Dude.
guy.
Yo, for years, anytime I've seen that commercial, I'm like, there is just something very, very off, very creepy about this dude. Like something very like kid touchy, like with his mustache, like his dyed mustache, like something's going on. Something's very wrong with this guy. And I don't know about the kid. I shouldn't say kid touchy because I don't know. But I was right. There is something off about him.
Well, now he's
Jeez,
losing his empire over a lie about election fraud. It's so bizarre. Like all these stores stop carrying a stupid, awful pillow.
Yeah.
I'm like,
And
man,
for what?
how do you sell so many pillows? It's like the Untuck It guy. Like, I'm like, how did you trick so many people?
Yeah. Like there's like pillows are really easy to get, and there's a like wide variety of them. How did he like step in and be like, you know what, here's a new kind of pillow, and then actually succeed?
Yeah,
that's unbelievable.
I know. And then people are like, man, yeah, no, that's the one.
That's the pillow I need.
Well, it's interesting. I've been reading this book by Malcolm Gladwell, and he talks about things like that. He was talking about Ron Popeil.
Oh,
No, not Ron Burgundy, but he was the set it and forget it guy.
Yeah, he did like a lot of made for TV commercials, right, of different products that he was pushing.
Yeah, so he's like an expert pitchman, but he was also like an odd kind of like mad scientist. Like he designed that oven that cooks the roasted chicken perfectly on the spit, but apparently he like kept working to make it the perfect brown and perfectly cooked. Like he was just so obsessed with it that he could find a good product and make it. His cousin put out a product called the Pocket Fisherman, and it was like garbage though. But his cousin was like, well, it doesn't matter if it works well, because it's the perfect thing that people will get people, like a crummy gift.
Right.
And I got my pillow as a gift, so I think it was marketed as such that people just, oh, it's $20, who cares? Here's a fun, silly, stupid gift that's popular right now, like the Snuggie.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's all about the marketing and people getting it for each other. It doesn't matter really whether it's good enough, because people are like, oh, I see the commercial, I'll just buy the stupid thing.
Dude, like maybe for our next record, we should just make infomercials with like one of those, but air them only on like Fox News, and then we'll be huge.
Well, we tell them if they don't buy this record, the apocalypse will come.
Yo,
yeah,
Adam,
you got a fear-based marketing.
You gotta tell me apocalypse won't
come. The infomercial idea is fucking genius, and I don't want you to forget that. Like, I know you're saying it as a joke, but maybe we could actually do that shit.
Yo,
dude,
so
on
some sort of way.
Dude, I just think because there's like Fox News is like, I feel like a lot of those folks just buy whatever, like they'll buy anything. And then like they bought the idea of QAnon, so who's to say, anyways. So yeah.
You can buy our album.
You're welcome, guys. There's our big plan.
So Straylight Run.
Yo, I am with it. So please don't forget it.
Straylight Run really did this at when our first album came out. We didn't do it on Fox News, but we made an infomercial for the album.
Yeah.
We did it like in the style of one of those. And we got Victory to air it like late at night on like Fuse and like MTV2 and stuff.
No way, really?
Yeah, we filmed it in my parents' basement.
I don't think it helped anything at all, but it is one of the things that I am very proud of when I look back on.
We did sell 300,000+ records, so I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know if the infomercial had much to do with it, though.
It was everything.
That's a shitload of records, man. That is a shitload of records.
It is.
No,
it's hard to believe.
You got to see the steep fall off for the follow-ups.
But I'm just saying, like, no, but instead of like a music channel, like we make it seem like one of those products Sean was talking about, but we air it during like, like whatever show comes on like before that turd.
Yeah.
Yo,
he like, yeah, like he looks like a shitty kid that they dressed up.
I got my daddy's suit. Honestly, now I'm gonna spew hate.
I don't think that we should do it on that on Fox, but I do think that we should do that because I think it would be really weird and really funny.
I know we've got weird covered.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like, and it would be really interesting. Just saying. And if we were wearing suits in it, that would also make it extra weird.
Suits, we got to get suits.
And a lady, and an old lady to agree with us the entire time.
No, that or like we're just not in it at all, and we just get people that are between the ages of like 50 and 75.
Would we make like outrageous claims about what the record can do for people, or just tell like make it like everybody loves it, like
It should be able to provide vitality, right? That's vague enough.
Yeah, dude, I say we just take one of the former president's tweet or like speeches and then just switch it to be about us, you know, and how great we are.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
We could maybe get an impersonator to record it, like someone who's really like convincing.
And then we'll sell 70 million records.
Yeah.
Done.
I don't know about that, but the weird is covered. The weird is covered. That would be super fucking weird, and I always enjoy that.
Yeah. Weird's good.
Maybe we could tell people that we're being muzzled and silenced, and cancel culture is coming after us, and true patriots are promoting us and listening to us to fight back.
Yes.
Dude, the craziest thing is that like these, like that idiot in Congress or in the Senate that was like basically part of the insurrection, and then him saying that like he wrote this big long thing about cancel culture, but when you think about it, like him and his people are like the most brilliant cancel culturists. Like they were trying to cancel like 81 million votes, and then they I could keep going, but I just realized I should probably stop.
It's all good. I feel like we're preaching to the choir at this point.
Yeah, but it's just all like such projection. So I'll hold back everything that I was going to say, but I feel it all boils down to this insane projection, and I wish there were like a cure for that, because I think a lot of these guys know that what they're saying is awful and know that the stances that they're taking are really terrible, but they do it anyways because, you know, they want to stay in power or get paid money or something. I don't know.
Well, how do you well, you'd have to make being a jerk illegal. How do you do that? Can you give me a monster? Sorry.
They do it really well. Just look at like that like the fucker from Texas. What's his name?
Cruz.
Cruz. Yeah. He's a he's so easy to see through for like a reasonable person. But then there's a whole lot of other people that just think he's great. It's crazy.
You know, there's times that like where we go to Asia and like, you know, like countries like Singapore, and you know, and yeah, is it a little much with like the gum and the extreme rules? Yeah, it is. It's a little much, but I'm like, man, you know what? They kind of have some things right over there, man. Like, no one fucks around. Like, you don't see trash everywhere. No one's throwing McDonald's bags out the window like a piece of shit. Like that makes me so sick to my stomach when I see that. And you don't see that there, because if you do that, there is a huge penalty. And I don't know. Why not make that, you know, I don't know. Why not do that here? I guess.
Yeah. Or like, yeah, but here you could like try to overthrow the government and there's no penalty. So they should make like being a piece of shit bad for everybody.
You know, the thing is like, I want drugs to be legal, but I want, you know, like 15 years in jail for littering. That's what you know, that like my world would be a little weird. So
dude, I like think that's how it is in didn't Oregon just legalize like everything?
I know they legalized mushrooms. What?
I think everything is decriminalized. I don't know if it's the same as it being legal necessarily. But yeah, like psilocybin might be. I don't know if that's legal or just decriminalized.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's interesting now. The UFC is looking into John Hopkins' study on psilocybin for how it affects fighters' brains and helping repair from like concussions and things like that.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, yeah. So they want to
I would-
pioneer that kind of research. It was so important.
I would not be surprised if that was 100% worked. Like I just wouldn't be surprised at all.
It is certainly worth a shot. I think they've done a lot of good research and with therapies and different things on how it works for
Yeah.
PTSD. So why not concussive trauma? I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I'm
they're-
intrigued.
Well, even for I forget the doctor's name, but it was maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. He like came out with a book, and for like years he was studying the effects, like using it to treat depression and anxiety and things like that, and the results are just incredible.
Who is that? Do you know who that guy was?
I forget, and I'm doing the Zoom on my phone, but I'll look it up and then send you a link because the book was really interesting. You know who introduced me to the book was Deb, Misha's mom.
Oh,
And
really?
then it's like, oh, Adam, you gotta read this. And then so I did, and it's really interesting.
Yeah, I can check that
Yeah,
out.
I've heard very good things about that.
Yeah, man. Hmm.
What else?
What else? What else?
How long we've been doing this?
Long enough.
All right. You know? Why don't we end it on a good note? Unless you guys want to keep on going, I'm down for whatever.
We covered a lot of ground today.
We did.
Yeah.
Gravitron.
Yeah.
Gravitron is not
Psilocybin.
Transformers, I found out.
Yeah.
And we're feeling positive about the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things are looking up. Things are looking up.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
It's a good perspective.
Maybe when things all go back to normal, we can take some psilocybin and go to the state fair.
And live
Oh,
stream
man,
it on YouTube.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Hell on earth.
Yeah, dude, no way.
Or we can go to the studio, make some music, and do that.
That too.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Or like go to, like a big outdoor open area.
Yeah, not a
You
horrifying.
don't have to
enough
interact
place.
with people.
Yeah. Oh man, that just reminded me of a funny story. But
Was it the story when we were in LA?
yes, in the elevator.
Me too. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, see you guys later.
Yeah.
Until next week.
All right.
All right.
Good talk,
Okay.
guys.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Everybody.
Later.
Bye.